Music Access. What about imagining something a little out of the ordinary today? As soon as I shout, "Pyong!" Let's imagine that a remote control in our favorite color suddenly appears in our hands, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, pyong! Do you have that remote in your hand? Well, that remote has just one button. Aren't you curious what function that button is for? Well, if the person sitting next to you is saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, or at least is trying to, then press the button. It's a button to make that person stop and go somewhere else, and I'll give you guys the remote as a gift. Doesn't that make you happy? I hope you all use it well, all in your imaginary world, of course. Wait a second. You guys didn't press the button as I'm speaking right now, did you? Because if you did, that will make me really sad. The first song you heard today, Monday, August 24th, 2015, was Tongue Tied by Group Love. What's up, Music Access family? Do you guys like the imaginary remote control I gave you all as a gift? Of course, it's only for use in our imagination, so there's no use in trying to press that button now as I speak. Even if you get stressed this week and if you hear people nagging you, don't get into a fight with them. Just remember this remote control and press the button. I think it'll help you to handle that situation a little more smoothly, don't you think so? Alright, so let me tell you what's up for today. For the first hour, we have our daily corner that allows you guys to travel in time, Time Traveler's Mailbox, and All About Music with Season 2 Benji style in store. And in the second hour, K-pop, K-drama, K-stars. We'll take some time to talk about what's going on in the entertainment world with All That K. Karen will join us in the studio for that in the second hour. Now here's how you can listen and participate on Music Access. If you have a smartphone, you can download the Arirang Radio app or TuneIn Radio app to listen to our program and send in your message in real time. And if you use a computer, just visit www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess to listen to us or leave your messages. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.74 Jeju City, 88.14 Seogwipo, and 101.94 567 Daejeong. And remember, if you have any songs you want to hear today, or maybe a song you want to let someone hear as a gift, go ahead and send those requests onto our message board under the title Request. Now, before we go to message time, we're going to check out the song Panic Chord by Gabrielle Aplin. The song you just heard was Panic Chord by Gabrielle Aplin. And now it's time to listen to your guys' words and stories with Message Time. And our first message comes from Shreya Talukdar from Bangladesh saying, Hello, Benji. G. Wow, you're looking super handsome today. How was your weekend? Did you have fun or the same as usual boring? Anyway, my weekend was full of fun. I enjoyed a lot and I'm happy to see you live again. Well, we did go out and do a performance, an event as a total group, B.I.G, which was a lot of fun, having been performing on stage. And otherwise, the weekend itself was, I think, just, same old, practice, doing stuff, filming stuff. Working on all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's a chill weekend. Although I did get to eat some really good food this weekend, but it's a secret. If you want to find out more about that, go ahead and tune in to one of the other audio programs that I'm on. Kirsten from the USA saying, "Hey Benji, I just want to thank you for making my days a little brighter. There's a lot going on in my life that might be considered stressful, so it's nice being able to listen to your cheerful self. I hope you have a wonderful day and please stay safe." Of course, safety is my number one concern when it comes to safety. You can never be too safe. I don't know if you know that, but the very, very important thing about safety is you don't get stressed out about safety. You just keep the rules safe. It's, how do I put this? For example, seatbelts in the car. Don't be like, oh, I have to put my seatbelt on, but be like, oh, I should put my seatbelt on to be safe. Or, oh, I should definitely put some more soy sauce in this because that would make it taste better, which has nothing to do with safety, but make sure you season your food very well. All right, Natasha from Australia saying, "Hello, Benji and MA family. Did y'all have a good weekend? It's been raining all day here, so I've been watching anime. The next few days I'll be really busy with work, so it was nice to watch anime today. Benji, what do you like doing on rainy days when you don't have anything planned for the day?" From an Australian beginning. Well, I haven't had a day off, and I haven't had a day off where it rained in like a super long time, but I assume, we'll put it this way. If I was going to have a break and it was raining, I'd probably be home watching videos and eating food from the local convenience store. Or I might cook something for my members depending on who's home. Or I might go on a movie spree because there's a lot of movies that I haven't got a chance to catch up on. So, maybe catching a movie might be good, Just some me and me time and the movie screen. I think it would be really, really fun. And, of course, Komnuna from Thailand writing in saying, "Sup, Benji? Sorry about my disappearing for several weeks. Do you miss me? Whatever, do you miss me or not? I missed you and now I'm back. Have a nice day, Benji." It's okay. I totally understand. Everyone is always super, super busy. But the important part is you came back. And I am always here and I'm welcoming you with open arms. Ta-da! And this goes actually for a lot of people. It is really, really busy. And when you get busy with work, you kind of lose track of time, whether that comes to keeping up with friends, that could go up with kind of keeping up with parents, just keeping up with everyday life, whether it's cleaning the house, doing the laundry. You can kind of lose track of what's going on. But the important thing is, above all, make sure that your health is number one. And second of all, make sure that you're eating good food. Because if you're not eating good food, that can be a problem. And you always want to eat good food. So definitely, remember, 2 rules. Eat good food, take care of good health. And number 2, don't forget to season with soy sauce. That's the international cardinal rule for seasoning. Now, that was a joke. And before we come back with Time Traveler's Mailbox, we're going to check out the song White Lies by Max Frost. Time Traveler's Mailbox. Our special daily corner, Time Traveler's Mailbox, will let all of you bring back special memories by revisiting your past. First, write down the date that you want to time travel to, then let us know why you chose that date and where you'll be, what you'll be doing, and who you'll be with when you travel in time. You can also tell us about what's going on today because it doesn't matter what time you travel to. Just write down what happened in the past or what you want to happen in the future or what's happening right now and send the message to us. Here's a tip. This corner is really great for birthdays and anniversaries. Just thinking about it, if you write about a test you did especially well on in the past, you can get congratulated on it once again, or you can relive special moments that you spent with friends or family as well. You can even go back to a memory that may have hurt you, and talking about it might be healing for you. You never know. If you want to participate, just write time travel on your title and leave us your message on our message board. Now let's go to our first time traveler for today. We have Mikao from the Philippines saying, "Hello Benji, what up? I saw someone on the streets by chance last week. Anyway, I'm not really sure if it's that person because he was just passing by, but this person is someone I used to like when I was little. He moved away, far away to study abroad, and I just heard that he moved and I wasn't able to see or hear about him for a long time. But this weekend, I think I saw him on the streets. It might not be him. There were a lot of people and I just got a glimpse of him, so I need to go back this weekend to find out if it was really him or not. I also want to ask him if he's back for good or if he's just visiting. My heart just dropped when I saw him and I keep getting butterflies in my stomach thinking about him. I don't know what to do, Benji. I think I still like him. What should I do?" I got you, girl. Alright, welcome to the Love Advice Corner. You're here with Dr. Benji and I'm here to celebrate and solve all your love needs. Okay, first of all, seeing someone on the streets by chance, if you go back this weekend, how are you gonna find him? I mean, assuming, if he was working at a stall or if, there was a certain place that he was at, you might have to wait there the entire day, but, granted that might, make it work out. And, do you still like him? I think you do. If you're getting butterflies in your stomach and you're getting nervous, I'm definitely sure that there is a little bit of this, how do I put this? Residual feelings from a long time ago, and I'm sure that if you talk to him you'll get butterflies and it'll be a ooh, maybe. But the important thing is you gotta be cool. You have to act like, what's up, it's good to see you, I'm glad you're back. And if you really, I think the important thing is from now is obviously, you're interested in seeing him again, you want to keep up the conversation, but the important thing is, do you really want to get to know this person again? Do you want to start a relationship, or do you want to, confess to him? Or if it's just a crush from a long time ago and, being friends is good enough. I think that's something that you need to decide for yourself. And if you do see him again, make sure that it's not, oh, hey, it's good to see you. Be like, hey, it's good to see you. We should hang out another time, Make sure it's not, oh, I hung out this time, so, good to see you. But, hey, we should catch up sometime, maybe get a coffee or something, give him a little bit of space, because I'm sure that you'll want to keep up with him. And, good luck on that endeavor and in all your love interests. This was Dr. Benji for Love Appointments. Alright, now before we come back with another message for our time traveler's mailbox, we're gonna listen to the song that Haruka of Japan wants to listen to, Stay With Me by Sam Smith. We just heard Stay With Me by Sam Smith, and it's time to meet our second time traveler for our time traveler's mailbox. We have Ginny from Korea saying, "How Benji? How was your weekend? I was a little upset this weekend. It's because I got in trouble on Friday by my parents because I came home late. I was meeting up with my friends for the first time in a while, and we had some beef and started drinking. Beef as in like sogogi and like the cow beef, not like hip hop, yo, I got beef with you. Sorry, that was my explanation. We moved to a different place and drank some more, and then we went to another place, and by the time I knew it, it was already around dawn. Well, I noticed that my friends were all doing really well. We were pretty similar in high school, and we went to similar colleges and got jobs, but I just worked after getting a job while my friends were all busy learning new things and going back to school. They were living new lives, and I was the only one that seemed to be in the same spot while everyone else was moving ahead. If I could go back in time, I don't think I would even need to go back to high school. I'd like to go back to when I was choosing a job. I would be a little smarter and think about what would be the best for me. Which job would be interesting and a good fit for me rather than how much it pays. I would also leave the job if I thought it wasn't a good fit for me instead of just sticking around thinking it'll be too hard to find another job. Can you turn back the time for me? I really want to go back. I'll have the courage to leave that job this time. I definitely think, first of all, partying with friends is super awesome. I just want to say, whenever you party with friends, though, remember, party responsibly. And remember to always let your parents know, what you're doing or whether you're chilling, what you're partying and all that stuff, because, they're worried about you. And when it comes to the jobs and all that stuff, I think, it's a learning experience. Jeannie, I'm just gonna say one thing. There's decisions that we make in life that we all, I'm not going to say regret, but there's some things like, oh, if I'd done this one a little bit differently, or if I'd done this something a little bit differently, it could have turned out, this way. And that's true. For example, if I'd continued to do violin and I hadn't done K-pop, who knows what I'd be doing right now. Or if I, at the age of 13, I said, I don't want to do violin anymore. I want to become a singer. And from that point on, I'd studied singing and dancing. What would I be doing now? It's all very, how do I put this? I don't regret the decision I made whatsoever. I did violin for 14 years, and that really solidified and reinforced my musical knowledge. And besides that, it really made sure that I knew what I was doing when I came to K-pop. So even if I learned singing here and I learned dancing here, I knew what the rhythms were. I knew when it came to the music, I had a good base. And then at the same time, I also wonder, what if when I was younger, I had done dancing and singing instead of this violin? Then probably now I would be much better at singing and dancing than I was then now, probably, because, I'd have been doing it for a lot longer time. And, being adjusted to all that would have made me, probably a little bit more of a singer than a musician. But at the same time, I'm glad that I did what I did, because right now having that classical music background really makes it a lot easier for me to understand the concepts that I'm learning. And especially, I want to do music production. And if you want to do music production, you need to listen to a lot of music, and you also need to know music, I feel like. And so, I think I understand you want to go back, maybe find a different job, but now you have the knowledge of, what job is this, what job is that. So moving on from that, you can probably find something even better now than you did before, and I'm sure it'll be super special, awesome. So good luck for that, Jeannie, and I wish you the best. And I want to thank everybody for filling up our mailbox for today's Time Traveler's Mailbox. And remember, if you missed the date to congratulate someone, propose to a loved one for the future, or if you have any plans for the future that you want to share so you'll make sure it comes true, send us a letter to Time Traveler's Mailbox. Here's how. All you need to do is come visit us at www.adidongradio.com/musicaccess and leave me a message on our message board with the title Time Traveler. Now, we'll come right back after a song for All About Music with Season 2, Benji's Style. And we're going to check out the song Caroline of Indonesia Wants to Hear, Flashlight by Jessie J. All about music and all about quizzes. A great collaboration of music and quizzes. All about music quiz. Music, quiz, and Benji come together to make this corner more complete. It's All About Music Quiz Season 2. Benji's Style. So what is today's Double M Music Quiz answer? So today's Double M Music Quiz answer. Well, the first hint that I'm going to give out is I'm just going to say I am the living embodiment of this. From my head, from the very tip top of my head to the very end of my toes. I mean, I could just stop here and you guys know the answer, right? I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm this, Okay. But then there might be some of you who are just tuning in, so I'll give out a real hint. Okay. So when we think about colors and styles, first of all, today's hint is one word. We can say that white is innocent, black is chic, then red. What about red? That's today's answer. Red is this. And see-through fashion, leopard print, and Benji from B.I.G is also this, and it's not cute or smart. What is this? Still don't know the answer? Really? I mean, it's me. I'm like when people think this, they automatically think Benji, I'm bringing Benji back. Yeah. You know that song? That was my song originally. And then, Justin Timberlake was like, Benji, I want to use your name. And he's like, no, man, I can't, man. I'm about to debut. And he's like, all right, cool. And then I'm going to just use this word because you are this word. Get it? Get it? Oh my gosh, if you don't get it, I'll be really upset. All right, so if you know today's answer, write answer on your title and send us a message with the correct answer. Now we'll listen to a song and come back with another hint for Double A Music Quiz. We're going to check out the song Isabel of Canada requested 아침부터 아침까지 by Teen Top. We just heard 아침부터 아침까지 by Teen Top. And it's back to our All About Music Quiz Season 2 Benji style. So I told you guys that I am the living embodiment of this from my head to my toes. Well, last week on Infinity Challenge, JYP made a song for You Just Hook or JSY, and this song was this from start to finish. So we're going to listen to a part of the song as today's second hint. So listen for the word that keeps getting repeated, okay? Are you ready? Can I get that beat, please? Hey! I'm so sexy. Woo! Benji! Benji. So, do you guys catch that repeated word? I'll give you a hint. If you say this to someone in Korea, they'll be very flattered, I'll be like this. This is how you say it. I'll be like this. You go like, PD님, you look very Benji today. And he'll be like, oh, thank you very much. And I'll be like, yeah, man, I got you. So, anyways, you got today's answer. Remember one word, and I am this. And it's repeated in the song we just heard. Yeah. And it rhymes with... I'm not going to give you that hint. It's too easy. So if you got today's answer, write answer on your title and send us a message with the correct answer. If you got it, come to the Music Access message board at www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess to leave us your answer with the title answer. Now, before we move on, we're going to listen to the song that Aaron of the USA requested, Red Light by FX. We just heard Red Light by FX. Side note, my favorite FX song. I don't know, there were a lot of good songs in FX's time, but I really, really like Red Light. Alright, moving on to message time. Our first message comes from Kinga from Poland, saying, hello, I haven't written in a long time. Probably you don't know me. Remember me. I'm curious, are you wearing that awesome shirt because it's so hot, or do you know that fans like it? Well, I'm not saying that, I am the living embodiment of something that rhymes with Benji back, but it's just actually kind of hot, It was hot in the studio, and I was like, I really need to, cool down, and I decided to wear this, what do you call this? Sleeveless top, this jersey, because it is pretty hot, and I am very hot. Continuing on, we have Paulina Yoko from Mexico saying, hi Benji, I'll enjoy today's show. School starts tomorrow, so I need to sleep early, and I'll try to listen to the 2 hours of MA as often as possible. Have a nice day, everyone. And thank you for tuning in. School starts tomorrow. Good luck. I'm sure you'll have a awesome first day of school. And very importantly, make sure that when you go to school that you make lots of friends and you meet your friends again, and make sure to eat good food. At least in my school cafeteria, the food wasn't super awesome, so, make sure to bring an apple from home or something, or a snack that you can snack on. Don't chew a lot of gum, because that will make your, I don't know how to put this, but it's not good for you. It's not too good for you, I think. Gum is. A little bit's good, though. Sandra Buttle from the USA saying, it's been a while since I tuned in. I missed you, Benji boy. A lot of bad things have happened, oh no, and are still happening, but I need to escape from all of it, and I'm here to escape with you. Do you still remember me? I do remember the name Sandra Buttle. I do. And it's unfortunate that a lot of bad things are happening, Hopefully good things are happening. Remember, I gave you the remote in the opening if you missed it. It's a remote that only has one button, and I'm going to open it up, and I'll give you that button has one function that will let you do anything you want. So maybe it could be like press the button and you'll get a Hot Pocket. Or maybe press the button and you'll get a donut, like a chocolate-filled donut. That would be a pretty cool button. Press a button, get a donut. Or press a button, get a cookie. Or press a button and get $1 million. No, that would be a useless button. I mean, who would need a button that gives you $1 million? That's not good. All right, Rebecca from Brazil saying, Benji, looking hot in the tank top. I guess the weather in Seoul is still very hot, huh? Take care, kisses. So, what it is the weather is not actually like super, super cold, and it's not super, super hot anymore, but it's still relatively, a very chill day, It's, if I'm wearing I can't wear a sweater right now. I'll definitely sweat it out. And I could wear this outside and I wouldn't be too cold. So, good weather, but it is cooling down. That is the lucky thing. Yuri from Japan saying, hi Benji, how are you? I don't know if you noticed, but it's been a while since I last tuned in. I do know that. I never miss anything. My siblings went back to the States. Now I'm alone in Japan again. Not really. Oh, that's good. That's unfortunate they went back to the States, but at least you're not alone. Because I have great friends like Ryoko. We went to karaoke yesterday and we sang B.I.G songs multiple times. It was a lot of fun. High five for friends. And high five for karaoke. And high five for B.I.G. That's not a high five. That was like a high five infinity. But, actually, it was really funny because when we debuted, we're like, hello, ni hao, konnichiwa. It's like, oh, it's a funny song. And then we go to the norebang, or we go to the karaoke area, and our song is there. It's like, I can't believe our song is on, like, norebang. It's crazy. So we turn it on, and it's like, I'ma like it. Hey, Hanguk, Yogi. It's like, it's all in there. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome that our songs are there, and thank you for singing that. I mean, guys, if you go to the norebang and you sing B.I.G songs, you get a lot of good luck, right? It's super, super fun. And Tony from the Philippines saying, good afternoon, Benji. I can finally tune in today after more than a week. I missed listening to your voice. Looking forward to today's All That K topic. Is it still hot in Korea? Stay hydrated and have a nice day. All right, let me ask you, is it hot in here? I'm just asking, does it feel hot in here? I don't know if it feels hot in here, but it's not a very, very cool day. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's cooling down, like I said before, but it's not quite the perfect kind of coldness that I'm hoping to achieve. I still haven't been able to pull out my leather jacket. That's what I'll say. My stylish leather jacket that I will wear ASAP. Whew. Now, before we continue with more, first of all, thank you everyone for writing into message time. And now we're going to check out the song that Rebecca of Brazil wants to hear, Odia by JJCC. We just heard Odia, Where You At by JJCC, and it's almost time to wrap up the first hour. Side note, of course, y'all know that I've got homies in JJCC. We've got Prince Mac, we've got Eddie, and go ahead and support their music, guys. They're currently promoting on all the music shows, and this song is really, really cool. I really like their song. I don't know the lyrics, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I did my best. But definitely it's JJCC has all the fun songs, and this choreo I think it's really funny and interesting with boom, bop, 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 and then they do the whole like they're drunk kind of like choreo thing. It's pretty awesome, and I'm actually watching them right now. They're Eddie and Prince are right next to me on the screen for their Pops and Soul. So make sure, guys, check out their music. It's great, and make sure to show lots of love to JJCC. I'm so nice to them, and B.I.G as well. Yeah. All right, now, as it is almost time to wrap up the first hour, remember, in the second hour, we will be back with Karen for All That K. Aren't you guys curious what we're going to talk about today? I am today. So, to wrap things up for our first hour, I'm gonna let you hear the song That Mylene of the USA requested. The song is actually not hip-hop. I just wanted to make hip-hop sounds. The song is Far Away by Nickelback.
Music Access.
Here we go, starting up the second hour of Music Access with me, Benji of B.I.G. In the second hour today, we'll take some time to talk about what's going on with our K-pop stars and K-dramas with All That K. Karen will join us in the studio for that in just a bit, but before that, here's how you can listen and participate. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone, and you can also send us messages through the app using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website, www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess, and leave your messages there on our message board. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Now, after checking out a song, we're gonna come back with Karen for All That K. The song we're gonna check out is 멋진 헛간 by Ode Chunwang or Chung Hyungdon and Hyogo. Want to know more about K-pop?
Want to know more about K-dramas?
Want to know more about K-culture? Oh, okay, on
All That K!
Hey, Karen!
Hi, Benji!
How was your week?
My week was good.
Good, that's good.
Yeah.
We
Are
just...
you making fun of my voice?
No. I'm making fun of everybody's voice. No, because we just did the country song.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? And it's that thing in
I
the
feel
middle.
like we need to go like square dancing.
We
or
need to get some
something.
square dancing,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
And our hold downs and the horses. Alright, so it was Choso yesterday. And
Yeah.
Choso is one of the 24 seasonal divisions occurring about the end of August.
Yep.
And they say that the air feels cooler in the morning at night after Choso. Although it's been only one day, did you feel the cooler air?
Didn't you? Last night? Wasn't it a little cooler?
My room's always pretty hot because, I'm very...
You're a hot guy.
No,
You're a hot stud.
I'm bringing Benji back.
I don't know. I felt like it was a lot cooler. I don't know what it is. I think the lunar calendar is a lot more accurate than the calendar that we use.
I've been sleeping without a blanket for about a month.
But did you have to pull one out yesterday?
Nope.
No, really?
Nope.
It was cold yesterday. I left the windows open and my nose got all nasally and the kids, they started getting, the nose sound, yeah, that sound. Yeah.
The sniffles.
Yeah, the sniffles.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it definitely felt a little cooler, although, during the day it's still very hot.
True.
Yeah.
All right, so we can hear the cicadas until just a few days ago, but these days you can hear crickets.
I wasn't able to hear any crickets.
I actually wasn't able to hear crickets either.
I can hear the cicadas, though.
I can hear the cicadas.
Yeah.
Cicadas?
Yeah.
Have you ever roasted a cicada?
No.
Apparently it's good.
Really?
Yeah. So anyways, I have to go to the countryside to film 잘 살아보세요, which is a program that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And whenever I go to the countryside, I can feel the seasons change a little bit stronger than in the city. You know, when it was summer, here it's like
It's still
32
cold, right?
or 31.
Or cool?
It's like 35 there.
Okay,
36
it's
when it
hot.
was hot. And then last time it was there, in the daytime it was around 20 something.
Okay.
And then at night it was actually kind of
Very cool.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I think because we're in the city, we're surrounded by, you know, asphalt, concrete. It's a concrete jungle. So
In New York. Yeah, New York, baby.
Yeah, so during the summer, I don't know. The seasons, I think you can feel it a lot better if you are in the countryside. You can feel the seasons actually changing.
That's true.
But you get a little desensitized when you're in the city.
I think so too. Especially because when you're in the countryside, a lot of the cuisine there is very seasonal.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, in high-class
Whatever
restaurants,
you harvest, right?
they're like, we're very seasonal based on the seasons. But you go to the countryside, that's not a thing they say. They're just, I don't know, you know.
Whatever's
it's
there.
Like, honey, what's in the garden? It's like, I don't know, we got some carrots, we
Yeah.
got some onions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever you harvest, whatever you pick from
That's the
your
food.
garden, that's what you eat.
I'm
That's
hungry.
Seasonal. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Isojin and Taegyeon from 2PM are also in a program where they have to live off the field and garden in the countryside.
That's kind of like what you're doing, right?
No,
not really.
I mean, yes, it is, but don't tell anyone.
Okay.
I mean, they didn't base the programs off each other.
Yeah.
It
It's
just happens.
different.
It's different. It is
Yeah.
different. They are different bases and motives.
Well, this is kind of the trend these days, isn't it?
It is. It's all about eating and living off the land and, you know, off what you got. You know, what I got ramen, I got orange juice, which is not a good combination.
Okay.
So they really use fresh ingredients to make each meal.
Yeah,
So, you know,
fresh from the garden.
do you have if you could spend a few days like that in the countryside, what would you want to eat?
Oh my, that's a tough question. I think since it's fall, I would, instead of going to the countryside, I would prefer to go to the seaside.
I'm not giving you a choice.
Oh, really? I have
I'm
to
just
go to the
kidding.
countryside?
Go to the sea? It would be cold though.
Yeah, but, you know, fall, it's the season for big shrimp, teha.
Oh.
It's the season for chono. I don't know what chono is in English. It's a type
Choneo?
of fish. Yeah, it's a type
Choneo?
of fish that is in season during the fall, and they say it's so good that in Korea, if your daughter-in-law runs away from home, she'll come back home with the smell of chono.
Apparently, it's gizzard shad.
Really? Okay,
A
that's
gizzard
why I didn't
hickory
know what
shad.
it was in English.
Me
but yeah,
neither.
it's a very delicious. It's a very small type of fish, and it's full of eggs during the fall.
Oh, I know what
so
that
you
is.
just
I know what
eat
that
it
is.
whole. You fry it and you eat it whole, and
And you get the eggs and the whole thing.
it's good.
That sounds pretty
It's
good.
good. So yeah, so if I could choose, I would go to the seaside. I
That's
would go
not
to maybe I don't know. Where could I go? Anywhere. You know, we're surrounded by water here.
We
so-
are surrounded by water here. All right, so let's move on to the topic that we briefly mentioned we would cover this week.
Yeah.
So it was a request made by Tony of the Philippines. We're going to take a look at Korean indie bands and their music today.
Indie bands.
Indie bands.
Yeah.
So I remember way back in junior high, there was a whole competition. Junior high and high school, it was who can know the most indie bands, who knows the most obscure band, and it's like, yo, do you know this band? You don't, oh, dude. You don't know music. What are you talking about? You know, that's a whole thing when you're young. You know, who knows the most kind of independent or very unique artists.
Right.
And, you know, indie bands, one of the very strong aspects of that is the individuality.
Yeah.
Because they are independent, they don't really base on mainstream.
Exactly. They don't have to think about, I guess, being popular.
Exactly.
So they can pursue the type of music that they really want
Exactly.
to pursue, which gives them, you know, the unique sound.
Unique.
Yeah, I have to say I'm not really an expert in this field. I don't know a lot. I haven't really been to a lot of their performances or anything like that. So I'm just going to talk a lot about, you know, some of the more popular ones, the ones that have kind of become mainstream.
Like the indie that were on the rise to mainstream.
Yeah.
Like Hyogo this
yeah,
year.
exactly. Hyogo, they just blew up.
They
So we're going to
did.
talk a little bit about them later.
Cool.
But, you know, the whole indie scene here in Korea, it kind of started off all in the Hongdae area. That's
think so,
what,
too.
you know, Hongdae area is known as the area for youth. It's it's known as, you know,
Music,
that music, arts,
But,
indie.
but very not like
Underground.
Like, exactly. That's
Yeah.
the key thing. Hongdae's not known for the mainstream, you know.
it's not like hip hop.
Yeah,
it's like underground music.
underground hip hop. You know, you hear like, you know, show me the money, and then there's this whole battle between underground and the mainstream. And That's a topic for a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
But that definitely exists. You know, Hongdae is very, we know hip hop. You know,
Yeah.
I'm an underground scener.
Yeah.
Well, you come from you're an idol, you're a
Yeah.
mainstream.
But
welcome
you
to
know,
my country.
the sad thing is I heard that these indie bands and underground singers, they're actually being pushed out of that area because it's become so popular.
That's true.
Everyone, you know, when they visit Seoul, they think, oh, Hongdae is definitely one area. Gangnam, Hongdae, definitely areas that we need to visit.
Benji's house.
So
Yep.
I heard your management is actually located near Hongdae,
That's
right?
true.
Right. So we're seeing, you know, near that Hapjeong area, Hapjeong and Hongdae, they're very close by. The rent has gone up through the roof. Exactly. So we're seeing a lot of big management companies coming in. I think YG is located in near Hapjeong, that area. So big companies are relocating to that area. So I don't know, these indie bands, they might have to move to other places. Dang. Yeah, it's kind of sad. But anyways, so this whole indie thing, it kind of, from what I hear, it started in the late 90s. So it's been about 20 years. And the word indie band in Korean was introduced into the big, you know, Korean dictionary. You know, just like gigantic was introduced to the US, you know, dictionary. When people start to use this word, it takes a while before the word actually makes it onto the dictionary.
YOLO.
Yeah, exactly. So that was in 2004. So it hasn't been that long.
That hasn't been that long at all.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long. And I'm sure our listeners know what indie bands are. They're not affiliated with any sort of, you know, big label or management
They can get
company.
signed, but then they're not considered quite as indie anymore.
They're considered more mainstream,
Like
right?
장미여관.
Yeah, exactly.
Flower
장미여관,
something. I don't know what it is.
Rose Motel. I
something
don't
like
know.
that.
Rose Hotel. Something like that.
But
Yeah.
they were underground.
They were totally.
And then they're still sort of underground though.
I think they are. Well, from the image that I get,
Yeah,
I
they're
think
still not
they're
very,
not,
like-
they're not affiliated.
They're still
or-
doing their own thing.
even if they are, you know, even if they have been signed by a big label, I don't think they're probably doing their own thing. Yeah, so it started off, like I said, near the Hongdae area. A lot of these indie artists, they got together. They used to perform at the small theaters there. That's
Yes.
why this whole music scene got started. And that's why everyone, you know, thinks of automatically, they think of Hongdae when they think of indie bands. So I guess, you know, maybe we could talk a little bit about the differences between indie band members and between members of idol groups.
Oh, there's
It's like night
definitely
and
different.
day, right?
There's a
Totally different.
I mean, I can name them for you. Okay,
Okay.
we'll start.
Okay.
As an indie band, there's definite freedom.
Okay.
As an idol band, you don't have a lot of freedom in the beginning.
Yeah, you have people like watching over you every single move, right? No phones, no
Exactly, that's
nothing.
what it is. As an indie band, you come together as independent people, and you come in as a union to make a band. And then at that point, it's all about how do you make the group better within itself.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, just friends get together. Friends
Exactly.
who used to, you know, play music together or were in a band together, they just get together to make their own music.
Like, I remember a long time ago, there's a band called Linkin Park.
Uh-huh.
They're not underground. They're very
They're mainstream.
But like a long time ago, like
They
when they were
started
in
off
like
as-
high school, they were just in a band and they held
like
auditions for
garage
the
band?
singer. Exactly, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's very similar in that regard. You know, people come together, but as idols, people are chosen. Then they're grouped together.
Right. You often get scouted, right?
Exactly. And then once you debut, then you are, you know, you
Where
are
you
this,
perform is
this.
different, right?
Exactly. And especially one of the most important things is we debut and, you know, it's a totally different situation. We debut and we're celebrities. Well, I mean, I'm 연예인.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then in terms of idol independent groups, it's not you debut when you're a celebrity. It's you had a performance.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
it is. You perform in front of people for the first time.
Right.
And then from that point on, it's building up a fan base. That's what's similar. But it's very different because when it comes to this kind of indie versus idol, indie, I think, is a lot based on the music. You know, they don't try to dress up too much. They don't try to overfluff their music. But idol, a lot of it's concept.
So I also think a lot of it has to do with money. If you are in an idol group, if you're under a big management label, you have that company behind
Exactly,
you, so you get
exactly.
the funding
I think
to
so too.
you know hire maybe star singer songwriters or songwriters. But indie bands, it's more based on they're usually poor.
It's based on their
Very
own money.
poor, yeah. You have to buy your own guitar and you have to buy your own drums, set of
Which
drums.
means it makes it that much more kind of
difficult.
and at the same time you must be a lot more connected to what you do.
Yeah.
Because it's your own, you know, blood and money going out.
Definitely. Wow. So I don't know. do you think you could survive in an indie band? Is this a really weird question? I don't know.
I feel like when it comes to music, for me personally, whether it's an indie band, an idol group, an electro group, music is music. So for me, I came in here to do music. And whether that's an indie band, whether that's an idol group, whether that's, another classical music going back, music is music for me. I could do it. But the difference is, at that point, how would I need to behave differently? Here I do a lot of like aegyo. I'm very high energy.
Right.
But, sometimes there's days when I'm very tired.
Yeah.
But then still in front of the camera, you got to put up a positive outlook.
Yeah.
But as an indie band, first of all, I probably won't be in front of the camera at all, which means I probably do my own thing with music, and I probably maybe have a very different image than I would
But in
now.
terms of music, you probably would have a lot more freedom to do what you wanted.
That's true. But at the same time, as it is now, music-wise, I'm still me as a person, and I have my own thoughts and connected ideas and energies. The difference is, I think that's what one of the main differences is. As an indie band, it's only music. That's all I'm dedicated to. So if I don't have a kind of musical something going on, that's a problem.
Right.
But as an idol,
it's the whole package.
I have music, I have variety shows, I have, radio, I have all this stuff. And there's a lot more things to focus on, which means you need to be that much better at doing a lot of different things, which I think
that is different.
It's difficult, but it's fun at the same time.
Yeah, it's different. It's, I think what your preference is probably.
I think so.
Yeah. So, we call this when indie groups have street performances, we call it busking here in Korea.
Oh, I busked before.
Have you seen, or you've done it
I've
before?
done busking before.
How does it feel?
Aren't you interested to know? So we'll find out how busking is after checking out a quick song.
Okay.
Do you know the song Deli Spice? Or do you know the
Deli
artist?
Spice is one of the, I think they're like they kind of started this whole indie music scene here in Korea. They're more mainstream now, but they were one of the first generation, I guess, indie groups here in Korea.
So is there a song you want to maybe recommend?
Yeah, so their song 고백 or Confession, it was included in the original soundtrack for the movie Classic. I don't know if you've seen that movie with 손예진.
Oh, no, I don't know
손예진
that.
and 조인성. It's a good movie.
I'll check it out.
Check it out.
So we'll check out the song 고백 by Deli Spice and be right back. We just heard 고백 by Deli Spice.
Did you like the song?
It's a nice song.
It fits the movie really well.
It does. I need to watch it though.
You need to watch it. The movie, it's about oh man, it's like one of those really innocent love stories.
I don't want to watch it then.
Yeah, you do.
I don't like innocent love stories.
Oh, maybe it's because you're a guy. I really like this movie.
I like the stories where the girl's like, I don't like you. And then she goes to her girlfriend. She's like, oh my God, like he's totally cute. You know what I'm saying?
Like Gossip Girl?
No, maybe, I don't know.
Anyway, so Deli Spice, they're considered like, the first generation idol group. Not
Idol group.
groups.
Oh wow,
Indie
I didn't know that.
bands.
So they're like
Indie bands.
서태지. No, I'm just kidding.
Indie bands. And some of the other first generation indie groups, you probably heard of them before. Crying
Right.
Nut.
I know Black Nut.
Margarita.
Black Nut, yo, show me the money for 어차피 우승은 송민호.
No Brain?
I heard a No Brain.
No Brain,
I
yeah.
know No Brain.
넌 내게 반했어. You know this song, right? They're so mainstream now. It's because they've been, it's been a while since they debuted, so
Oh.
they're very mainstream.
Cool.
They're mainstream indie artists, if you can call them that.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. I
It's like, oh,
and No
okay.
Brain. We talk about Infinity Challenge, their song festivals, the music festivals. No Brain was actually on there once with 농철.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, moving on. So these were the first generation groups, and then we have some of the newer groups that came out. I'm sure some of our listeners, they have a lot of Mania fans.
Mania fans. Oh, like fans that are just like really into them for like a short period of time.
Yeah, that's awkward. Mania fans. They call them manias here in Korea. So there's Broccoli 너마저, Broccoli U2.
Broccoli naman that the end called yochong.
So that group, they had one of their members, her name was Kepi or Cinnamon.
Oh.
And she had that very nasally voice, but she left that group, so we can't hear her voice anymore. So they're, really popular. Their song Encore 요청 금지, so no more encores. That was a very popular song by the group. And a group that's kind of similar to the songs that Broccoli U2 makes is Epitome Project.
Oh, I know Epitome Project.
Yeah, it's a one-man band. And their song, one of the popular songs by the group by Epitome Project is 선인장 or Cactus. And then that song was remade by Infinite's 우현 recently. So that was, it was another big issue. And then 이승기 was also given a song by Epitome Project called 되돌리다 or Return. And it's considered one of his big, one of his better ballads, I guess. One of the ballads that he actually sings very well. Another similar band in terms of their music tone is 옥상달빛. We talked about this group before.
We have.
수고했어 오늘도. You
I
did a
remember
good job
this.
today. We talked about the lyrics, remember?
Yes.
So a lot of these groups, they have very lyrical. Their songs are lyrical. Their lyrics are really good. They talk about just everyday life in a very I don't know, very sentimental, lyrical kind of way. So there's another one that's kind of similar, which is one of your favorite.
Urban Zakapa!
Yeah. Did you know that their name is Urban Zappy Kaleidoscopic Passionate?
Urban Zakapa!
That's where Zakapa comes from, apparently. I didn't know that.
Very indie style.
I had no idea. They only have 3 members now, but they actually had about 9 members. It was a huge a cappella group.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. But a lot of the members left, and they have the 3 members, I think, starting from 2011. They have just 3 members. So a lot of people are actually surprised because they're, an indie group. But one of the members, 권순일, he actually started off as a 연습생 at SM.
A trainee.
A trainee, yeah. And the people that came in with him to train, they are Super Junior and 동방신기 now.
Is Kwon the guy with the really high voice?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
But apparently his parents wanted him to study, so they pulled him out. And they made him go to college.
And then he went and did music.
And then he kept
See,
so
you can't stop this.
people.
Karen,
Yeah.
If your kid says he wants to do music, it's over by then.
Just let him? Okay.
Just let him do it.
All right, I'll just let him do what he wants. Another thing is the female vocal, 조현아. She's the same age as 태연 from 소녀시대. Which surprises a lot of people. And another thing is one of the other members, 박용인. When we think of indie bands like 장미여관, if we see one of the members is on a reality TV show, right? And you see where he lives. He lives in a rooftop room.
Like kind of like a broke home.
He looks very, very poor, right?
He does.
I don't know why he gives off that image because I don't think he's poor.
Because his mustache isn't quite filled in yet.
But anyway, so you kind of have that image as indie bands being very poor. But 박용인 from Urban Zakapa, he's actually the owner of a restaurant in the Cheongdam-dong area, which is like a really ritzy area here in Seoul.
That's weird.
I had no idea.
So, Wow.
Yeah.
I should be friends with him so I can eat for free. All right. So, side note, Johyuna is also very big in like the hip hop scene.
Oh.
You know, she does features for like Vasco. She did a song with like Zico and all that
Okay.
stuff. She's actually really big and she's got a really powerful voice. Really great singer, guys. Remember, check out Urban Zacapa. They got a lot of great songs, and we're actually going to listen to one of their songs, one of my personal favorites when I was a trainee, "네가 싫어" by Urban Zacapa. We just heard the song "네가 싫어" by Urban Zacapa. What do you think, Karen?
I like it.
I actually
I
learned the
love
piano
the
to
female
this too.
vocals. The female vocal.
나는 너에게 네가 싫어.
Anyways, moving
I was singing.
on. Okay.
You're gonna ignore my
good job.
singing? All right, so what's next?
Okay, so we talked a little bit about Hyogo. They are hot these days. And then, you know, I think the indie bands that we talked about today, they all have very smooth, soothing, lyrical music, but there's also indie bands that are
I have a question.
Yeah?
Is Classic Quite considered indie?
Classically, I think they were.
They were, right? And then they
but
broke
they're-
into the mainstream.
They're different though. The type of music that they did, the whole not EDM, but like they're more
Jazzy,
what-
neo soul.
Yeah, it's different.
Uh-huh.
It's different. I don't know. I think they might be considered. Would they be considered indie?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyways, I like classic quiet. Anyways. So Hyogo's really big these days, and
He
then
is.
some of the other groups that kind of broke out were 장기하와 얼굴들. You don't know their songs? 싸구려 커피?
No.
Really?
Sorry, I don't listen to any
Their
band music a lot.
lyrics are actually they're like kind of biting. They poke fun at our
Social-
current society, that kind of thing. I think people, they either really like them or they really don't like them.
Oh.
So there's 장기하와 얼굴들. They're more, I think they're more mainstream these
Probably.
days. Yeah, because they got really
I've heard the
big.
name. I've heard the name.
And then there's 10cm.
Americano.
좋아, 좋아. Yeah, that group. And then there's Hyogo, who just, you know, they are
Randomly
huge
blew
these
up.
days. Yeah, it's all because of Infinity Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear them everywhere.
B.I.G should be on there. Get B.I.G on there. Blow him up.
You need to talk to your management.
Hey, yeah. There's like 2 programs that we need to get on right now.
Infinity Challenge.
And Mask King.
Oh, yeah, that would be a really good. They're both on the same broadcasting station, right? Oh.
Hook us up, bro.
You need to get there. Yeah. So these groups, they're huge. A lot of these, I don't know. There's 장기하와 얼굴들, and then there's 장미여관 that we talked about, and a group that's, I think they're kind of similar in their music
I think so.
style. 장기하와 얼굴들 and 장미여관. I kind of like that style. It's very fun.
It is.
Yeah, it's very lively, fun, loud. Yeah, that kind of style.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, since you've played the violin,
I do.
do you think which group do you think would fit the best with like the
me?
sound of your violin?
Me?
Yeah.
I think Big Bang. I think Big Bang. I think maybe 동방신기.
indie groups.
Oh, sorry. I think maybe Super Junior.
Okay.
Okay. Indie groups. If we're talking indie groups, I think, you know who I really like though? I like 10cm. And Geek. No, Geek's too mainstream. Geeks used to be indie though.
Yeah.
You know, and then I really liked Verbal Gent sound. Way
Verbal
back.
Gent.
He got the indie, but anyways, it's time to say goodbye, Karen.
Already?
It's time to wrap up our corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun talking about indie bands.
Me too.
Next time we should talk about something that involves girls.
Or eating.
Or eating.
Eating.
Girls or eating.
Because we're hungry.
Eating girls. No,
Yeah.
that sounds weird. Sorry. All right, so to wrap things up for our corner, we're going to check out the song Doing It by Charlie XCX featuring Rita Ora, and I will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We just heard Doing It by Charlie XCX featuring Rita Ora, and it's now time to reveal the answer for AA Music Quiz from the first hour. What's the answer? Duh. I mean, the answer is duh, sexy, duh. And the people who got our answer right for today, we've got Kana from Korea, Mylene from the USA, Natasha from Australia, Tony from the Philippines, Nia Boo from the USA, Yuri from Japan, Darcy Ann from the USA, Komnuna from Thailand, and Unita Suino from Indonesia saying sexy. I know, right, Benji? You are so sexy. So in celebration of that, I'm bringing Benji back. Yeah. So thank you everyone for participating in today's AA Music Quiz. We'll have another interesting and cool music quiz prepared for you tomorrow, so be excited. Now we'll share some quick messages. First, Suzanne Chua from Singapore saying, hello sexy, happy Monday. Thought today wasn't live, wasn't paying attention to the webcam. Look at you dressing today, it must be pretty hot in Seoul. How was your weekend? Mine was busy. Hope you have a great week. Love, Suze. It was pretty good, just did a lot of stuff, ate some good food, but overall a very good time. Laura from Mexico saying, greetings from Mexico. I liked listening, and in Mexico, it is 1 a.m. Things are great. My name is Laura. Besos quises. Thank you much for writing in, Laura. Thanks for tuning in and continue to write more messages. Muchas gracias. And our final message, Kim Chanang from Korea saying, 왕, 벤지 살 빠졌어요? Benji, did you lose weight? 다이어트 중? Doing a diet? 더 핸섬해졌어요. You got handsomer. 다이어트 비법이 뭐예요? 다이어트 안 하고 있습니다. 네, 그냥 막 먹고 있습니다. 근데 열심히 춤을 추고 있어요. I'm not really on a diet, but I'm dancing a lot, which is kind of helping me improve my appearance today, I guess. Yee! Alright, now, before we continue on, we're going to check out two songs requested by our listeners. Flor Lopez of the USA requested Naman Pego by Teen Top, and Shreya Talukdar of Bangladesh requested Dangerous by Tay of Mr. Mr. It's time to say goodbye. Our last song for today is Sometimes I Cry by Eric Benet. This was Benji of B.I.G. And as always, I'll be back.